Hello everybody, grace and peace of the Lord Jesus Christ. Let's see this new video that Brett made. It's funny how he's taking all this time making church phone calls and he will not make one video response to me. Interesting.
Nancy, I was wanting to ask for your help on something, if you don't mind.
Okay, what is it?
I myself, I've been having some problems. My family, they've been wanting me to start attending church again. But I have a really, really good friend who is also a Muslim and also a female friend who is a pagan. My Muslim friend says that I should start getting into the Quran and worshiping Allah, but my pagan friend says that she worships a god called Mithra, and that if I don't worship Mithra, then I can go to a place called Tartarus, which is a lot like Christian hell. And I don't know what to do, ma'am, so I'm calling for advice.
Well, we would welcome you here at our church and let you make your own decision, listening to the Christian way, and then you really should make that decision on your own by checking out different churches.
You see, the thing that I'm worried about is I was sitting there saying to my Muslim friend that I had been Christian almost all my life. I don't understand why I should follow the Quran or follow Allah for it. And he told me that if people don't worship Allah, then they'll go to hell. And then this pagan, she says that she has her own version of hell too, called Tartarus and stuff, where a lot of the underworld gods exist, as well as people who die and all that, who are bad. So I'm really worried because if I pick the wrong...
Okay, here's the thing. Allah cannot be trusted. Think about this. Muslims say that the Bible is corrupted, but they don't tell you that the Bible was, and according to the Quran, was and is the book of Allah. So if you ask them, was the Bible corrupted by Allah's will or against his will? They don't answer that. The best answer is against his... Either way, they're trapped. If they say against his will, it means that he didn't bother protecting his book. If they say in his will, it means he permitted his books to be corrupted. Moreover, Muslims say that Allah sent 125,000 prophets. Another faction of Islam says it's 200,000 plus prophets. All of their messages have been corrupted except Muhammad's. Isn't that funny? I mean, if you have a doctor who does 125,000 surgeries and all of his patients die except one, are you going to trust him with your surgery? I wouldn't think so. In fact, even the Quran itself says that Allah is the deceiver, and I'm just trying to get where that is right now. Where is it? And the verses, and those that deceive Allah is the best of the deceivers. Alright, I don't know exactly where it is here, so I'm going to go to my reference. My reference thing here. Allah the deceiver. Also, when you ask Muslims, so that verse is, it's just loading up here. That verse is Surah 3 and verse 54. When you ask Muslims about Jesus Christ, the Quran says that Allah made it to appear to them as if Jesus was on the cross. And which means, but he didn't really die. Allah saved him supposedly from death, and he made someone else die on the cross. That's one school of thought. Another school of thought is he was on the cross and then he got saved from death. That's not what the Quran says. Anyways, this means it is Allah who started Christianity up, who caused it to come about, and then to condemn Christians to hell because he deceived them is really a false judgment. And this is where you see the inefficiency of this religion.
Saying, do you understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, yes.
And it scares me.
How do you feel about your own religion? You've been brought up as a Christian?
Yes, but the problem is that my friends, they sound very, very convincing. They say it's all about faith and that if I don't choose properly, I could be in trouble. And most of my family who are Christian have also said the same thing about Christianity. So I want to make sure that I do the right thing. You understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, and I am a Christian, and I believe in God. Do you believe in God?
I am trying to figure out which particular deal I should go for. I don't want to sit there and make a commitment to something unless...
Okay, now you mentioned paganism. The problem with paganism is this. They teach that there is more than one God. But that is impossible, because if you have 5 gods, and I've already explained this in a video response to you, Brett, so maybe you should start taking the time to look through some of the videos I'm making and come up with new and better questions. If we have 5 gods, we'll just name them John, James, Judas, Jack, and Jonathan. If all of these are God or gods, how can they be individual if all of them share the same qualities? They would all be one. It doesn't even make sense logically, because they would all... one cannot be lesser of a god than another. And this is where paganism really fails in its concepts, because if they all have the qualities of God, omniscience, omnipresence, all those qualities, I don't need to list them again, we all know them. And so therefore they would judge every situation the same. They would handle every situation the same. They would create a world. They would all be all loving. They would all be all good. And therefore they would just be the same God. Just 5 in 1. And it would only be one God. And so to worship a demigod or a lesser god really is committing idolatry, because you're worshiping something that's not really God, even if he or she or it is not all powerful.
I know for sure that it's true.
Do you attend a church now?
That's the problem. That's what I was telling you. I was doing Christianity for about 15 years. And then all of a sudden, I got all this different stuff that I've been learning about and everything, and I want to make sure that I do the right thing.
Well, in my opinion, Christianity is the right thing. So you're listening to different people, and each one has their own.
Unfortunately, she shouldn't have said in her opinion, because truth is not subjected to opinion. It is either right or it's wrong. That's how truth works. And Christianity, what did Jesus say? He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And so you either have to say Jesus was a liar, when he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and nobody gets to the Father but by me, or that he was truthful. From every single thing you look at Jesus said, taught, and did, there is nothing that indicated that he was a liar.
How do you know that this is the way to go?
She is right in saying that it's your own decision. Because ultimately it is. Brett, you're looking to ask people and ask all these questions. How come you yourself never decided to seek through?
way to go?
Yeah.
Well, I've been in church all my life, and I believe in Jesus Christ, and I know that there's a home waiting for me when I leave this earth. I believe in the Holy Bible, and that's just the way it is with me. I have no doubt that
Okay, stay tuned for part 2.